Hello everybody, welcome to the ITL. Yeah, we're indoors today. I don't know if you can hear it through my windows or anything, but people around my area are going crazy cutting their lawn for one last time, or maybe two last times, I don't know. Whatever they decide to do. But you're going to be seeing more and more of the indoor videos, either it be in the garage or in here, due to, well, the weather's dropping. And I could do it for a little while still, but why? It just doesn't make sense to me. So whenever I can just do it just as comfortably, well, actually, not quite as comfortably in here, but it is what it is. We go with the groove, and this year hopefully I'll have the ITL throughout the winter time instead of cutting it off. This as we get into winter time. We're in the fall now. Something that I wanted to talk about this ITL actually is we're starting. It goes towards the seasons. It goes out to the newer riders that probably never really thought about this. If you choose to be a 4-season rider, year-round rider. Myself, I call myself most of the 4-season rider. There is a short period of time in my area, a few weeks, that I have to take the bike off the road, and that's due to ice on the roads, and I don't ride on ice. Other people do, I don't. It's just not worth it to me. But there is other dangers out there, and that you don't experience as a summer rider. Summer riders, you deal with oily roads in the rain, bad drivers, gravel sometimes. When you get to the season, you add more stuff to it. Like right now, we got right before now, a few weeks ago, we had nuts and fruit coming off the trees. So if you had nuts and fruits, that's my phone, nuts and fruits coming off the trees, and they're right by the road, you got to deal with those, which I did a few weeks ago. Wasn't expecting it. I came over a hill, and the whole hillside was just covered with what they call pig nuts. They're about that big around, about the size of a little bit bigger than a golf ball, and they were just littered all over the road, and they're hard and they're green, and but it made an interesting experience. Didn't go down though. Made an interesting experience. But you got leaves. Wet leaves will make a road slick as can be. You got added gravel in the wintertime from them putting salt down and whatever they put down for traction on the roads, on the ice. There's just numerous of things. Ice alone, if you choose to ride on ice. I have gotten caught out in the wintertime and had to ride on a little bit of ice. Is it doable for me? Yes, I can do it to a degree. I just choose not to. It's just not worth it to me. Snow can make it slick. You don't have the right bike for it. If you don't, the weather alone, the cold weather alone. You think, well, the hot weather affects you. Cold weather does too. It slows you right down, makes you stiffer if you're not warm enough. You got to pick the right gear. The bike alone. You got to make sure oil's changed to the right velocity oil for the season. Velocity. You know what I'm saying. I've been dealing with a cold for the last week, and it's just gotten worse than a cold, and I'm finally starting to bounce back. But yeah, you understand what I'm saying. But yeah, the change of the seasons, you have to dress accordingly, of course, ride accordingly. There is such a lot you got to take in consideration before you actually make that step into being a 4-season or year-round rider. Myself, I've chosen to be a year-round rider. I take the responsibilities and the precautions to try to make my riding as safe as can be. I know that the riding gets the chances of having an accident. It just compounds with it. On top of the drivers out there, they do not expect to see a motorcycle in the wintertime. Around here, they're getting a little more used to it. But I mean, if an out of towner comes in, I come across them. They're not used to seeing a motorcycle in the wintertime, and they kind of do stare, and that takes their concentration off of the road and onto you, which can cause an accident. I mean, there is just such a galore of things. I mean, my words is to be aware of this stuff and be as safe as you can be. Myself, I've decided to up my gear teeny weeny bit. I do have my new coat that I'll be wearing this winter time, which I don't. It's a hunting jacket, so I'll be more visible. I will be wearing armor underneath it, so if I do go down, the armor will take the blunt. Hopefully, I won't get much. It is windproof, which I've tested that out. It has a liner, removable liner. I took it out, and I was out in it early this week with it, and it was like the wind was not even blowing the way it felt. It felt good. It says it's rainproof, but I don't say rainproof for anything. It might be resistant. You know what I mean? And even my hunting gear, whenever I hunt, I don't spray that rain guard on due to the odor. I don't. I'd rather take myself a piece of like a plastic poncho, orange plastic poncho, or whatever. What I'm gonna hunt that during the season I hunt, and go try to make the rain stay off me that way. Then have the odor of the repellent on me. If you're a hunter, you understand what I'm saying. But yeah, you gotta prepare for everything in different situations, and you gotta go either go for it or you're saying not for me, not for me. I've decided that in hunting several years ago. It's not really for me right now, due to some difficulties I had out in the woods by myself, and I'm a lone hunter. I tend to hunt, let's say 99.9% of the time alone. If I go down, I have to say, okay, how do I get back up? And that's not just on my size, that's due to hip replacement. And I don't hurt myself in the woods, and how long it's going to take me to get out, and how to get a hold of somebody, all that crap. But I figured I'd go ahead and shoot this one out. And a little reminder to be careful. The season is changing. Yes, we are enjoying the color. The trees changing, the color, and the leaves are falling down. And actually, today is Halloween, and I don't celebrate it. But if you do celebrate it, happy Halloween, guys, and enjoy yourselves. I hope you have a great day. This is MuzzleMike signing out.